Yo, this is New Jack, the original gangster, and right now you're listening to InYourHeadOnline.com. Believe it. If you don't, I'll stab your ass.
All right, and welcome to In Your Head Wrestling Radio. I'm the internet icon, the pride of the pilgrims, handsome Jackie Jones, along with my right-hand man.
1-inch biceps, the power goat. Bah! How about that, Jack?
That was very powerful indeed.
Yeah. I'm bringing it tonight.
You better be. And joining us right now, and you might be wondering why right now, we have Zacharias Holmes, too stupid to die.
Yes, and I am here.
It's good to have you here. I've been looking forward to this. I think it'll be fun.
Yeah.
Hopefully being on the show tonight will not be as painful as being shot in the face with a paintball gun.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Some of our listeners do say listening to the show is like sticking a Roman candle in their ear.
Oh, man.
So, actually, when I posted that you're going to be on the show, and my brother even was at work showing people your video, and everyone asked one question, and that was why. Why?
For which video?
I think for pretty much all of them, but we'll get into more in-depth questions after. But just a general question: why do you do this?
Well, pretty much, I've been doing like stunts since I was since about 2009. Just because I liked the type of like entertainment that Jackass and like CKY put out. And then over the years, though, lately, it's like died out a lot. So I'm just trying to keep it alive. That's really the main thing. And I just love doing crazy things.
Mm-hmm. So how old were you?
And,
yeah, go on, sorry.
I just love doing crazy things and stuff that nobody else would ever do.
Mm-hmm. Now, were you doing any of that stuff before you put it on video? Or would you just do it with like your friends?
Oh no, I've actually had a I've like had camera in hand since I was like 8 years old. Yeah, I was given a video camera very early on, and my family regretted it immediately.
Well, I see. I'm probably dating myself there because I was born in the 70s, so like if to have a camera would have been like a big deal. But nowadays everyone has a camera on their phone or.
Yeah.
So how old were you when you like started to do the stunts?
About 17. Well, like really like officially like starting like doing just stunts because at first I started out filming like skits and stuff, like comedy skits. But I started doing stunts when I was 17. Like,
you said your parents regretted giving you the camera. Well, what did they think when you started doing the stunts? Were they worried about you?
Oh yeah, very worried. Everyone was worried. Everyone in my family was. So the first thing I did, I lit myself completely on fire. That was one of my first videos.
Good thing it wasn't your last. That would
have. Yeah. That was my first viral video too.
So I don't think I've actually seen that one.
There's a lot of videos that I've been pretty much that I've filmed because I used to do a lot of stuff for Break.com. I don't know if you've heard of that website. I used to do a lot of like stunt videos and like viral videos like back from like 2009 to like 2012. I had a bunch of viral videos, but then I stopped because I had a whole crew that I filmed with, and then we all split up because of creative differences and different things like that. And I'm actually but then I'm also behind like a lot of like viral videos. Like if you've seen like a bunch of fail compilations like over the years, there's a good chance you've seen a video that I've filmed or a video that I'm in.
Mm-hmm. So if you see failure, you think of Zacharias Holmes.
Yeah. But in the best way.
Exactly. I meant it in a good way. I meant it in a nice way. But Itchman, I don't, I've known Itcher for a long time, but not since he was a kid. Did you ever do anything like this?
No, I can't say I've ever shot myself in the face with a paintball gun
Well, you're still young. There's still time.
or pushed a washing machine off of into a teeter-totter that hit me in the balls. No, I haven't done anything like that.
So,
oh my gosh.
Out of all those, which ones are the most painful?
Most painful. Nut shots are painful. Actually, back like in I think it was like 2010, or like I was considered like the king of nut shots on the internet, and on the show it was digital cable on G4 on G4 Web Soup. They like made me the king of internet nut shots, I guess. it was ridiculous. But I used to, like, my main thing was getting hit in the nuts in crazy ways. But yeah, getting nut shots definitely hurt really bad. But lately, the most painful thing I've ever experienced was one of my most recent videos was the suicide vest with the firecrackers. Oh my gosh, that was horrible. I had like second to almost third degree burns. I'm still healing. I'm almost completely healed now.
Yeah.
Did
that one get the most? Did that one get the most hits for you?
Recently, yes.
Mm-hmm.
And that one it's opened a lot of doors for me.
Mm-hmm.
Just viral video wise, and actually, yeah, it's just opened a lot of doors for me. Other than that, most hit wise would be my skateboard one where I tried to grind that rail. And I jumped on the skateboard and it snaps in half. And I just I just nut shot it so hard. Oh my gosh, that was ridiculous.
When I saw that one, it actually hurt to watch it.
Yeah, I know. Actually, Joe Rogan even said that it hurt to watch it.
Really?
He said that on his own podcast. Actually, he said that I actually made him cringe. And I was like, I feel like that's a good compliment, actually.
I think so too. No, when you went to do that, did you think that that could happen, that it would just break in half like that?
That was honestly because I can skateboard, I can actually skate and stuff. I knew that was way out of my skill set completely.
Right.
And I should have probably actually went and slid on it. But I thought it'd be way funnier if I just went and jumped on it and see what would happen. And I wasn't really sure if the board would even support me or not, and it did not at all.
Your little intro there, because you said it was out of your. I'm sorry. Go on. What you're going to say, then I'll ask.
Oh, it was. But yeah, in the back of my head though, it was definitely on my mind that was exactly what was going to happen. And honestly, I'm happy that is what happened, because if I would have actually slid, there's a way bigger chance I would have hurt myself way worse.
Like broken an arm or leg.
Broken something or hitting my head or something like that, because I wasn't wearing a helmet or anything. So honestly, I feel like the nut shot was the best option for me.
Now, if you you can get calluses, for if you do something over time and then it hurts less. But is there anything equivalent that to a nut shot? I wouldn't think your testicles would get calloused.
Not exactly, but after after all these years of doing nut shots, it's not it really just depends. But it depends what kind of hit it is. If it's just blunt force, usually I can get up. It freaking hurts, but I can get up and walk it off. But what really hurts more is just taps or if someone was to kick you instead of under and over, going under the sack. If they were pointed kick you with the point of their toe, that would fuck you up. Honestly, over time, yeah, it's not as bad, but it still hurts. It's still horrible. I don't recommend that this job for anyone.
Right. I don't recommend standing over a teeter-totter, and yeah, that's probably.
Yeah, I definitely don't recommend anyone stand over a teeter-totter and drop the washing machine out of a barn on their nuts.
Try that one out.
Sorry, I just had a messenger. What were you gonna say, man?
I just want to know, is there any like stunt you've seen Steve-O do that you don't think you would ever attempt?
Nothing comes to mind really. I mean, I know he does like some gross stuff sometimes too. Or like, but like honestly, like a lot of stuff that he does, I mean, I would totally do, like I would probably totally try it at least.
The fish hook one kills me, where he took the fish hook and shoved it through the side of his cheek. Oh my god, that was so cringeworthy right there.
Yeah, that's cringeworthy. But the thing is, I actually like with the hooks thing. Hooks don't bother me at all because I actually do like I've done body suspension before, where you put like pretty much they're like piercing you and putting hooks through your back or different parts of your body and like lifting you up, and they're like lifting you up in the air and stuff. So
Bradley like this dude.
Yeah, so like pretty much like picture like a cow on meat hooks, but that's me.
Oh man.
Yeah. Yeah, but actually, it's really fun. It's actually like sort of life changing. It's crazy. It's really hard to explain it, and it's really euphoric. Even though it's like it looks really painful, it's like it was probably one of the best things I've ever done with my life. Was actually suspending from hooks.
Ouch.
Is there any times you do something that actually really hurts a lot but looks crappy on video? Because I think that would really suck.
Trying to think.
Just what thing you were trying to do the rat traps to your breast?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like they wouldn't hang on to them.
The whole rat trap thing, I have a couple of rat trap videos, actually. Back in the day, I filmed this video where I just did rat traps, and they just, like, snapped onto my nipples. Mm-hmm. And that was, like, and I was trying to recreate that because I forgot exactly why I was trying to recreate it, but yeah, so I was trying to do that, but it wouldn't snap right, so I just kept on doing it over and over and over again. And I was just not getting the desired effect, and it hurt. It hurt like hell. Like, and I had my freaking like my nipples and like my man boobs pretty much were purple and black by the end of that time. Then the one where I was dropping the rat trap in my face, that didn't even look that bad. Like some of it didn't. Like, but yeah, my face actually swelled up like ridiculous amount. Like, but the thing is, I can't even go to the local hospital like where I live, because they'll try to put me on a psych evaluation because they've seen my videos. So if I want to go to the hospital, if I get hurt, I have to drive like a half an hour.
That's gonna blow.
Yeah, because last time I was in the hospital, they tried to put me on a psych evaluation for 48 hours. And I was like, nope, and just freaking left.
Yeah, that's probably the best course of action right there. Just get the hell out of
there.
It's
like they're like trying to get me to convince. They're trying to like convince me to tell them that I'm trying to hurt myself and that I'm unstable. And I was like, no, I'm completely competent. I know exactly what I'm doing. I'm just here for an ear infection. I don't know why we're bringing up my videos. Yeah, the small town. Yeah, it's just because I live in a small town.
Yeah, I do too. But so I think if I was going to do that, I'd probably get the same reaction. Was the suicide vest one like taken down on different websites? And if so, was it because of the name suicide? Do you think?
Honestly, okay. Well, it got taken down off my official Facebook. Mm-hmm. For self-harm and self-mutilation purposes is what they said. Then also, it's just, I guess, possibly that could be part of the factor because it says suicide. And it is a very dangerous act, you know, and I didn't even put a disclaimer in front of it either, you know, like telling people not to try it or kids not to try it. Because actually, I do have a huge, like, fan base that are younger people. Mm-hmm. So, you know, that it got taken down on Facebook, but then Steve-O posted it on Facebook, and it got thank God for Steve-O. So I was happy about that. So he reposted it for me pretty much, and he got like 15 million views from his, and then mine still was able to stay on YouTube, but it's age restricted. Mainly everything on my YouTube channel gets age restricted because of the content.
Right. Which then you can't monetize it, which sucks.
Yeah, that's the thing. They blocked me out of being able to monetize, but they're still making money off of it, even though I'm getting millions of views.
That's very true. Yeah.
But I'm not. So.
Have you ever? I wouldn't think, because I had a video once that it went past the age restriction. It went right to adult. And then it was just taken down, and then you got like a strike for like 6 months, like you were like I was a pornographer or something. But it was a pretty tame video.
Yeah, I have one strike on my account right now at the moment. But a lot of it is because I don't know. I'm not really a big fan of YouTube, really. One, because of the age restriction thing, and then people like YouTube has a program called like YouTube Heroes, where they can they're like encouraging people to just random YouTubers to go around and mass report people's videos, because like they don't have like the manpower and they don't want to hire people to do it, and they get incentives to do so.
That's really shitty. That's shitty.
Yeah, it really is. And then say like my video gets really popular, like. Sometimes I'll get my videos will go really viral on Reddit or something, and then like I have a lot of fans, but then I also have a lot of hate. I have more haters than I do fans, so they'll all like get together and try to mass flag stuff and just like screw me over. But it really doesn't affect it doesn't really affect me that much because I'm not making money from YouTube anyways.
Yeah, but just that whole idea just blows, because it's like, it's called YouTube here, so you think, I'm being a hero, but like for one thing, they're doing someone else's job for free, and also they're just being like, little assholes, like going around and like being a tattletale.
Yeah, it's like, I don't agree with you, so I'm gonna make sure your video gets deleted. And it's like, okay, thanks, man.
Yeah, like how lame is that? That's like. Yeah.
Like, just don't freaking watch it, like,
Yeah, exactly. That's what I can never say about really anything. Like, if you hate something, you just don't watch it. It's not, no one's forcing you to watch something.
Yeah, like, I'm not, like, like, posting my video on your timeline or, like, sending you messages on my video, like, hey, man, watch this,
Right.
Like a stunt drug dealer, Like,
you're in the alley.
Like,
I haven't got something here for you, kid, but...
I got something here for you. You're going to love this. Don't try it at home.
This might be a weird question, but I've said this before on the show many times, because people always talk about having big balls. But I would say, like, actually big balls is overrated, because, like, you're going to bang them on stuff, it's going to be annoying. And wouldn't you agree with that? Because if you, maybe you do, I don't know. But if you had bigger balls than you do right now, like actual balls, not like figuratively, like all that stunts would hurt a lot worse.
Oh yeah, they definitely would. It would definitely like make stunts a lot, nut shots and all that a lot worse. So yeah, I'm very grateful that I have average sized testicles.
Right. Yeah, figuratively huge balls, but
yeah, figuratively, but yeah.
Is there, like, along those lines, though, is there any time you're doing something and, like, see, I don't know if I could put a Roman candle in my face and light it. Like, I just feel like I'd flinch and move out of the way, but...
Yeah. Oh, my gosh. That video is crazy, because, like, I was just at the fireworks store, and we're, like, it was, like, I had, like, recently just got out of jail, and I was like, man, I really need to start. I was thinking, like, dude, I should just start filming again. So I bought a Roman candle, like, but these Roman candles that I bought were actually way more powerful than I remembered. And so I was like, we actually did some test shots with it, and I was like, dude, these things actually have some freaking kick to them. Like, these are actually scary. And everyone's like, dude, you should not do this at all. And I'm like, dude, I have to do it. I already bought the Roman candles. We have to freaking do it. so I just went for it, and I actually did it twice in a row because I didn't like how the first one looked. So I did it again, and then that was why I freaking it busted my chin open, and I had to get stitches because I did it twice in a row.
Are actually, are fireworks legal there where you are? Because like where I am, I
Oh,
couldn't light them off.
Yeah, they are.
All right.
They are, but yeah, but they definitely look down upon you buying fireworks and shooting them at yourself and taping them all over yourself.
Yeah. I could see that happening sometime too. They'd have like pictures of you at different fireworks places. Do not sell to this man.
Yeah, just do not sell to this man.
So,
oh man.
On the fireworks stuff, besides Roman candles, what other fireworks have you used?
Mainly just like Roman candles, mortars. We've done some stuff with mortars, but nothing like really like viral or successful. Mm-hmm. We had some plans for some different mortar stuff. Just because I like the explosions from them. Then other than that, and then the firecracker vest. I haven't really done too much with fireworks. And like I do like lighting myself on fire though too. But the thing is, ever since I did the firecracker vest, like I'm sort of like not going to be doing anything with fireworks for a long time at least. Mm-hmm. Just because I feel like everyone loves playing with fire until they get burned. Which, I mean, I'm not saying that I'm not going to play with fire ever again, but definitely not taping firecrackers, like 2,000 firecrackers to my body.
With the fire, like, did you, like, how did you know how to go about it? Because, like, did you, like, read up, like, from, like, stuntmen, or...
Yeah, I was doing that, and I was reading up, like, one of the safest ways is to, like, get Zell gel, which is, like, you have to be a stunt person, like an actual stuntman to acquire it, and it costs, like, a lot of money, where it's, like, this gel you can put all over your body. Like, you can literally put it on your bare skin, and it will, and you can, like, put whatever you're going to light yourself on fire with, and it won't burn you. But that was way out of my realm of getting. So I was like, okay, let's figure out the safest way to set ourselves on fire. Quotations around safest. And I was looking through YouTube, and then I saw this tutorial of this guy lighting himself on fire with brake parts cleaner. Mm-hmm. And brake parts cleaner burns on fumes. So that's what I ended up doing. I ended up just like I was wearing like 3 to 4 layers of clothing. And I sprayed myself. I sprayed myself with brake parts cleaner. I mean, I did it just a little bit at first, and then I did it to where I felt more comfortable. But then I did it way too much, and then it all went downhill from there. But I never got severely burned from lighting myself on fire, though.
Because I don't know if you know the stuntman Kane Hodder, who played Jason Voorhees in several of the Friday the 13th films. He's a trained stuntman, but he burned like a big percentage of his body up doing that.
Oh wow!
Because it went wrong, and he got burned up, and
yeah, it's really easy for because fire's just really unpredictable, man. Like even if you are professional, but honestly, I'm lucky. I'm lucky that I'm just really lucky.
Yeah. If you don't mind me asking, what were you in jail for?
Oh, it was operating. No, it was not for sucking dick.
No, that's just
put you in jail for that.
Man, interest going away for life.
No, it was pretty much in the state of Indiana. Drug laws are horrible, especially for marijuana. I do. First, I want to state that I do all my stunts sober. I do not. I don't like actually get messed up and then do all my videos because that's not how I am. Because I like to make sure I do all my stunts completely sober and actually because you get the best reaction that way. But this is why I was in jail though. Because I sometimes I party when I'm not doing stunts. So, but anyways, I was. It was for having THC in my blood while driving. So it was operating a vehicle with a Schedule 1. In my blood, but I wasn't smoking and driving. It was just, it was still in my system from weeks ahead of time.
Mm-hmm.
And I got pulled over. Yeah, I got pulled over, and one of my friends that I had picked up from work, he had smelled like marijuana, and it's just my luck. And they were like the cops are all freaking out, and then they ended up getting a warrant for my blood, and detained me and everything. And then 9 months, they got my blood drawn, and then 9 months later, I got a letter in the mail saying that I had court, and I ended up doing a month in jail because I didn't want to have to go through all the drug classes and probation, because it would actually cost like $2,000 to $3,000 for me to do probation and drug classes, and I wouldn't be able to leave the county that I live in.
Mm-hmm.
Or I could go to jail for 30 days and be off scotch-free.
Yeah.
So I just went to jail.
Mm-hmm. The one video when it's you're on a skateboard and I believe like a car's pulling you down the road, and you mentioned that you're wearing a helmet because like a doctor said something. Is that true?
No,
right,
no, that was a joke.
Right.
That was a joke.
I just picture you having like a doctor on like consulting him. Like, you think this is safe? And he just gives a thumbs up. Yep, way to go.
Yeah, anytime I ever wear a helmet in a video, I'm always gonna say like something ridiculous of why I'm wearing a helmet.
Uh-huh.
It's just like this bit that I'm gonna start. That I'm like, I've only done it once so far, but now you know.
Yeah.
But it's a bit that I'm gonna be doing.
All right. I approve. I like it. I also like just your little intros. They're very short, and I also think it adds to them because you're like a likable guy, and so then like so it adds, like, hey, this is a nice kid from the neighborhood. Don't get hurt. And then I think you get more involved in the video that way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you think do you have any like any of your stunts you think are the most underrated, like ones that people talk about, but then maybe there's ones you think are really cool but maybe don't get as many hits or attention?
Okay, like some of my videos, like they're like pretty much too I would say like too graphic or too like or technically like too dark or whatever. Mm-hmm. They don't get as many views because it's not as marketable. It's not as it's just not shareable. Like my video, like I have a video where I did human darts, where I was getting darts thrown into me. Like real like steel darts and everything, and I just drew a target on my stomach. Like that video. There's one where I said if Trump became president, I would throw metal darts into my foot. And I ended up doing that. Pretty much there's a lot of stuff with blood or piercing type things. I feel like those are underrated because of the fact that they just get censored, or they just don't. They're like, a lot of people aren't able to watch them because of age restrictions, or they keep on getting taken down.
What is XYZ?
Oh, that is XYZ is a skateboarding company. They originated in 92. Yeah, they originated in 92. It's a professional skateboarding company, and they ended up noticing Steve-O like a while back. Because they ended up noticing Steve-O for like all of his crazy antics or whatever. Like, he showed up to one of their a skateboarding expo, like in the early 90s, and was just and showed him like this tape of all of his best stunts and stuff. And they were like, "Oh man, this is badass!" And they sponsored him on the spot. And but the thing is, it's a company by Danny Way, is a professional skateboarder, and Steve-O's affiliated with it. And then I think like one of the other guys who originally started it is still affiliated. And now it's just a clothing company, but they're like breathing life back into the company because they stopped doing it after like the late 90s. But now it's been brought back to life again, and
when you just mentioned the darts and things, I know you did some stuff with thumbtacks, and I don't know if you know enough.
The thumbtack stuff too. Yeah, like a lot of that, like a lot of the thumbtack stuff is that's always really fun.
I don't know if you know that's a big part of like hardcore wrestling. They'll do like thumbtack.
Oh
matches.
yeah. I get a lot of. I've gotten a lot of people saying that. I'm trying to remember what wrestlers. I honestly I don't watch wrestling like a lot. Or I never was able to actually as a kid for some reason. It's because my family was super Christian, and they're like, no, you can't watch wrestling.
Don't watch wrestling, but
yeah,
you definitely don't watch your own videos.
But look how it turned out, you know. But yeah, I've seen pictures of like Mick Foley and stuff with like thumbtacks in his head and things like that, and like and other like wrestlers and stuff, like, you know. So yeah, I mean, like I've gotten a lot of people commenting and talking to me about wrestlers and stuff because of like my thumbtack stunts. But yeah, definitely I see the comparison between the two.
So do they hurt a lot? That's what I'm, when you land them.
Oh yeah, thumbtacks definitely do hurt. They freaking suck. But I mean, it's just like, but I also have I feel like I have a high pain tolerance to begin with.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, they definitely do hurt. Like because I'm pretty sure you've seen the video where I was just like smashing my head into the thumbtacks,
and he did the
that because like I did like the video where I jumped onto them, and then I've done a couple videos with thumbtacks. I've done some where I've just jumped just onto them with my feet. I've done it to where I jumped onto like a small little table. I've done it to where I've jumped off a ladder through like 2,000 or 3,000 thumbtacks. And then that was the one where I was like smashing my head into it because I was like, I didn't really like how that one looked, so I was like, I felt like I had to redeem myself, so I started just smashing my head into all the thumbtacks, and I had like a bunch of thumbtacks stuck in my head.
Yeah.
And that ended up hurting really bad, honestly. Like way worse than I imagined it would. Yeah. Yeah, those went in so deep.
Who's like the designated person who has to pull the thumbtacks out of your head?
Actually, I pulled all of those out.
Does that hurt worse than when they go in? Like taking them out one by one?
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely pulling them out hurts way worse.
Because I know just like stepping in one hurts a lot, and pulling it out sucks. Never mind, you know. Stepping 100.
Yeah. Yeah, the thing is, like, when I was doing all the thumbtack stuff, like, I had, like, thousands of thumbtacks in my room. So, I brought all the thumbtacks home because I had to clean all that up, like, when I was done, because I filmed that on my friend's property.
Right.
And, so, like, I actually only, like, spilt a bunch of thumbtacks in my room and around my house. So, like, for the next, like, couple of weeks, I would randomly accidentally be stepping on thumbtacks. And I would just be like, oh, my God, why? But yeah, so that lived with me for a while, was just the thumbtacks, just in general. They're everywhere.
Has anyone talked you out of doing anything? Like, you came up with, like, I really want to, this is a great idea, and someone's like, no, you just don't do that.
Half the time when I'm about to film something, everyone's telling me that I should not do it. And I do it anyways.
Yeah.
Like, literally, that's how it goes. Like, I'll be about to do something like, dude, do you really think you should do this, man? This is, like, sort of messed up. And I'm like, dude, we're doing it. Like, this is what we're doing, you know? And, and everyone's just like, okay, man. Like, you know, I'm just filming, you know? Like, and then, but usually everyone actually is telling me not to do it. But I do it anyway.
All right. So, recently you lost a tooth. So, for people who don't know, you want to tell them how that happened?
Oh, yeah, I shot a paintball gun at point blank into my face, and it hit me in the mouth and knocked out one of my teeth.
Oh, yeah, I saw that one. That looked pretty painful.
Yeah, it hurt pretty bad.
I got an idea for you.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
All right, you get yourself and you just lay down in the yard, and you got to get some old yard darts, and then you throw them up in the air and see if one actually hits you. See how if they're actually deadly or not. But I mean, I don't want to kill you, and I don't want to be held liable.
Yeah, I'll have to look into that. I'll have the old safety team take a gander into that one.
You're gonna
But
need
they're
goggles
banned now, so it's like, are they really that dangerous?
Yeah.
And then we say
That's actually funny because I almost bought lawn darts when I not long ago. Yeah.
We kill like 500.
Yeah, yeah. Like I'm pretty sure they are banned. But yeah, like when they weren't, like right when they weren't, like dude. Actually, it wasn't even how do you know how long they've been banned?
Oh gosh, I know I've seen them in the '90s, but like I think they were even banned back then. But yeah, I don't know.
It might depend what state too.
Yeah, because like I was at a clearance section at a Walmart and they had legitimate lawn darts, and I was like, oh my gosh, I really should buy these. And like I just feel like it was like a relic of time because sometimes they don't really know what the hell is in this clearance section, and I feel like I should have bought them. But yeah, but also it was probably a good idea I didn't buy them.
Yes. So what about stunts involving animal shit? Or I don't know if you ever use people or not, but
no man. Yeah, so yeah, that was one of my ideas was to slingshot animal shit into my face. I know it's such a dumb idea, but like I thought it was hilarious and it was just disgusting. And I love the gross out factor, you know. Like I love like grossing people out too. So like I was just like my friend has a farm, so I was like, screw it. I was just going around grabbing like the most disgusting pieces of shit and put him like we put him in a slingshot and shot him in my face.
How did you compare the pieces of shit to which were more disgusting?
Well, like we're talking about like like steamy, like fresh pieces of shit.
Not the dried up ones. That's not a big deal. But like something that's goopy and messy and
yeah.
It's old and dry. It's no good.
Yeah, like the old and dry ones that would have sucked. Well, the thing is, we almost tried it with like a bunch like. The funny story is we tried it with a bunch of like I had my friend go and grab I was like, hey, because we were on like sort of a time crunch to film this shit scene. And, I was like, hey man, can you just go get like a shovel full of shit and bring it over here? Because I was like setting some other stuff up. Because usually when I film stuff, I film like a bunch of things in one day and just completely destroy myself, and then I'll release the videos and then I'll heal up and then I'll film again. So I had him go and like grab a bunch of like shit, and it was all grab a bunch of shit literally, and it was like really hard. And we shot it at me, and it missed my face and hit my chest. And I was so happy it hit my chest because like it was so fucking hard. Like it would have knocked me the fuck out or like possibly like taken out one of my eyes if it would have hit me. So like I was like, dude, we need to go back there and get like soft shit. This is horrible.
Man, that animal had like some impaction issues or something like that.
Yeah.
I got a shit question. Have you ever like hit yourself so hard that like you shit yourself?
No, not yet. Not yet. It'll probably happen one day.
Bad times.
Yeah, never say never.
Have you, Incher?
No, I've never hit myself so hard I shit myself, but every now and then. I eat so much that it's just like, yeah, I got to go to the bathroom at that point. So,
so what are your goals with your sons? What do you hope happens eventually?
Well, like right now, I'm just filming and having fun right now. But like I do have a lot of like big things like about to happen, but I legally cannot say anything about them right now. So,
man.
But yeah. There's some big things in the works, like because like I was saying earlier, like some of these videos have opened a lot of doors for me, And yeah, I'm really excited for the future, and I think everyone is going to be seeing a lot more of me in 2017.
Excellent.
That's good news. And oh, by the way, where can people find you on YouTube and Facebook? And which one do you prefer? I know you say you don't like YouTube, but where's the best place to find you? Online,
okay, well, the thing
like
is, with Facebook, I recently got my Facebook page completely taken down, and I just got it back because it got reported because of for self-harm and like mutilation and whatnot. Even though like all the other like. Even though like other crews like Jackass and like Steve-O and everyone, they're allowed to have like their pages and everything, but like I think it's just because I'm a smaller I'm not as big of a person, I get as big as like an online persona or whatever. Yeah, one of my pages got completely taken down, so a lot of my videos that were on my Too Stupid to Die Facebook page got completely deleted except for a few of them. I'm in the process of re-uploading different things, but mainly I have to like just put teasers now and direct people to YouTube. But yeah, you can go and it's still worth it to go and like Too Stupid to Die on Facebook. Mm-hmm. And then there's my Instagram, which is it's like a Trilly, it's TRILLI _ TFTD. I post a lot of stuff on Instagram. And then on YouTube, it's Trillvision Entertainment. Or you can just type in Too Stupid to Die on YouTube, and you'll find all my shit there, too. But regardless, YouTube's there to stay. So I have my YouTube channel, so people can always look on YouTube.
Excellent. Your friend there, what is he? I know he's part of your posse there, but what part of your group? What does he do for you?
Well, he's just started into the crew. Because we met via body suspension actually. And we knew each other before that a little bit.
Hardcore shows together. Well, we'd be at hardcore shows at the same time and kind of see each other, or go be at skate parks and see each other, or skate spots and run into each other that way. So we've actually known each other for the last 10 years.
But then we really became friends sort of recently, over the last year.
We became friends through suspension because he was interested in it, and then I had been looking for friends to suspend with, and he actually was serious and actually came out. And then on top of that, we have a similar background in the I wasn't pursuing stuff as seriously as he was, but I was always doing kind of ridiculous shit. Shooting myself since I was a child, so shooting myself with paintball guns, throwing fireworks into beehives. And backyard bare knuckle boxing with my friends in third grade. That's been my whole life. There was just when he started doing this, and we were friends, it was just kind of I think a little bit natural for us to kind of follow together like that.
Yeah, and everyone's gonna start seeing a lot more of him and I together, in videos, and we act because I'm sort of starting a crew pretty much again. More or less, I'm starting a Too Stupid to Die crew. So not just me, because mainly it's been me solo for a whole year. But now I'm bringing in more people, and we're making it a bigger movement and more of a stunt family in a way.
Now, has this turned into getting any women? Do they are they flocking to any of the videos? I saw you mention something.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's surprising how becoming viral on the internet. It's tons of women are really interested in. Tons of really attractive women are totally interested in overweight stuntmen now. It's surprising. But I guess that it sort of comes with with the territory of like being like in the spotlight, I guess, really. But not like, I don't really think that I'm like famous or anything though, because it's just like the internet right now. But but yeah, I've had I've had a lot more conversations and girls talking to me and trying to get with me a little bit.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, yeah, I'm not like full groupie status yet though, so I wish.
Yeah. I mean, you're a young man. If that happens, take advantage of it. But be safe. Be safe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Be safe about it.
Right.
With all the nut shots, I mean, you can't impregnate somebody. I wouldn't think.
Right. There's still diseases.
I'm gonna prove everyone wrong with that.
Okay.
Yeah, well, you don't want a bunch of kids all over you.
Oh man. And one time in the interview, they asked me if I was ever gonna have kids, and I was like, I don't know. If I ever have kids, they're either gonna be retarded or superheroes. So yeah, I don't know if I even want to. Honestly, I don't know if I want to have kids. Like, I don't want to know what they're gonna turn out like, dude.
What part would make them superheroes, though? I mean,
I don't know. Maybe just like I didn't really thought that part through, but I was just hoping, like they just wouldn't be retarded. I was hoping, I was thinking of like the polar opposite of being like just
you're
like
very
completely,
tough
like,
balls for producing.
Yeah,
Next bar for superheroes is super low.
No, actually, when I did bring up that I was gonna have you on the show, and I showed her videos, my friend Annabelle, she actually said that you could become a superhero. That like you do all these, you could use your gifts for the power of good and become a superhero. I wasn't sure exactly how either, but.
Did she elaborate more on that?
She's at work right now, but yeah, I don't know. I'll ask her and we'll get back to you. I'm not sure. I guess maybe just stop crime with like getting kicked in the balls or something. I don't know.
And probably, I guess that could work to an extent. I guess
every criminal defense was just kicking people in the balls.
Yeah,
superhero.
Yeah, dude, I would be a badass, dude. Like, fuck Batman, dude, and like all those other superheroes. Like, I would be awesome.
Dude, it's superhero called Mystery Man.
The movie Mystery Man. No,
I saw there was another guy who he was like mad. Well, not mad, but he did a video in response to your vest stunt, because he was saying like he did it like a couple years ago, but didn't get the reaction or like the hits.
Oh yeah, that guy. The thing is, okay, how I respond to I didn't want to give him a lot of like credit, like not attention, not credit, because what he did was like I'll talk about this though. I didn't want to give him like a lot of attention though for it, because that's what he was just trying to draw views off of me.
Right.
But his video is completely different than mine. Like I don't know if you actually watched it or not.
I tried to find it, but I actually couldn't find it.
But yeah, his video was like he put like 300 or 400 firecrackers into like a 2-liter and taped it to his back. That was it. Like I taped 2,000 firecrackers to like all around my body.
Yeah. And
got like second and third degree burns like all over my body. So like completely different stunts. But he was just really salty about it, and but I just took it as a joke, and just went with it, and was just like like honestly I didn't try to I didn't even really talk to him that much. I just was like, love you, dude. I thought it was hilarious, because I feel like it's better to kill people with kindness, because he was just trying to get a rise out of me to begin with, and I wasn't gonna give it to him.
Yeah, that's actually I agree. That's the best way to deal with someone like that. Just
Oh yeah. Yeah, I get so many hate comments like every day, like it's ridiculous. So like either like I do not respond or I kill them with kindness.
Yeah.
Yeah, or like I'll get people commenting fake and gay, or not real, or like that's totally staged, or that's fake. And I'm just like, yeah, dude. I felt like the video where I tasered myself in the face with 2 stun guns.
Right.
There was like a huge conspiracy theory that were like this guy, this dude came on like one of the forum, like it was on Facebook, like I think it was the Daily Mail that posted it, and they posted my video of me like I call it the kiss of death, where I took 2 stun guns and pretty much kissed them and like put them into my face, and it it knocked me on the freaking ground. It hurt it was horrible. Definitely, you're actually not supposed to ever tase stun gun yourself in the head ever. So,
I'm gonna write that one down so I remember.
Yeah, so it's extremely dangerous. And the funny thing is, there's 2 angles to that video, and I only had 1 camera, so I did it twice. But anyway.
People at the hospital, they might be right.
He's just a hard worker, man.
But yeah, they came up with this whole conspiracy theory, though, that it would be physically impossible for that to happen, and they were fake tasers. That if they were like they had all these like mathematical and scientific equations, and they were calculating all this stuff, like saying that if they were real tasers, I would have bit off my tongue and I would have crushed all my teeth if it was real. Which is I was like, dude, my only response was like, what in the fuck?
And there was people talking about the placement of your wall jacks.
Yeah,
not being visible and being visible, and it was just like, yeah, because he's standing in front of the wall jack.
Yeah, and there's people come up with tons of crazy stuff to try to debunk my videos, but they're all real, dude.
You are the master of special effects.
It's funny because I even had people that I went to high school with I don't even talk to, in these comment threads, going sad. It's I actually went to high school with this guy, and sadly, these are actually real videos. And I was just sadly. I had people coming to my defense that are just yeah, this guy is actually real.
Honestly, I think it would probably take more to fake the videos. They would probably it would take special effects and I don't know. I think it'd be a much bigger ordeal.
We're gonna get the money for special effects.
I wish I had money for special effects.
I think people don't. I think people have a hard time comprehending that it's actually fun for us to be doing this. They don't get it.
Yeah. Yeah, because we do have fun hurting ourselves. Honestly, it's for even I don't know. It's just yeah, we're making people laugh, and this is a certain genre of entertainment that has sort of died, in a way, and I'm just trying to bring it back. It's just something that I love and hold dear to my heart, pretty much. Really, I love doing stunts and crazy stuff. So and that's just the kind of entertainment that I like.
When you said you love hurting each other, you know what I mean. What about the pain itself? Do you enjoy that at all at some level, or does pain just pretty much suck?
Can you repeat that?
The actual pain involved in that stuff. Is that something you enjoy on any level, or does pain just suck in general?
To an extent, it can be invigorating, I guess.
Let you're alive.
Yeah, for real. That's what I say a lot. It makes me feel like I'm alive because I say that a lot. Really, it's just I think it's crazy for I always get into arguments with people. I don't always get into arguments, but I've gotten into this argument a lot where people will be man, this guy's a freaking psychopath. He's crazy. It's well, I think it's crazy that some of these people are working a 9 to 5 is crazy to me. I would rather do crazy stunts and have that be my job than work for someone else. That kind of stuff is crazy to me. I don't know. Crazy is just I have a whole definition of crazy.
Also another part I would say to elaborate on the pain aspect is it's kind of fun. For me it's it's just funny to do. Like, I'm laughing at myself at the fact that I'm doing it at all. It's hilarious.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not really too concerned that it hurts, because I feel like anything in life that is going to bring you growth, or even anything positive, is going to be painful in some way.
Yeah. And then, like, especially, like, and then when you see that footage afterwards, too, like really good footage of, like, and even though it hurt like hell, like, it's so rewarding.
Yeah.
You just sit there and you watch that video, like, 50 times over.
Yeah. And you're just like, yeah, dude, we fucking did it.
Well, I think the funniest thing to me was in the seesaw one, when you dropped the washing machine up, is that it not only that hitting the balls, but it actually, like, lifted you off the ground like a couple feet. And to me,
Oh, yeah.
To me, that really makes me laugh. Like, more than a lot of other things. I'm not sure why, but it's just very funny to see, just like you're bouncing off the ground. And I was like, you know.
Yeah.
And then I think you mentioned that on the video, which I thought was funny too. You're like, look at me getting off the ground.
Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't believe it actually lifted me off the ground, because that was not what I was thinking was going to happen at all.
My favorite part about that video was the sombrero.
Well, that's pretty
Like,
yeah,
I love like the idea that, like, Zach has, like, how he brings in, like, these. Well, and that's not only Zach, but a lot of people in the stunt community kind of bring in, like, these goofy props into these really serious, extreme stunts, and it just makes them that much more hilarious.
Yeah.
It's a nice contrast,
like
of silliness.
Yeah, it keeps it silly, you know.
Yeah.
And it makes people know that we're not, like, total nutcases.
Yeah.
I think the
But maybe
mustache
the fact
adds to
that wearing
that too.
sombrero makes them seem more nuts. I don't know.
I like the mustache. I like the mustache look too. I think that adds to the.
Thank you.
Don't call me mustache.
What?
We were watching The Practical Jokers and, like, earlier, and they were like, what did he say exactly?
They were doing it. There's a TV show. It's called The Practical Joker. We were just watching it, but they were posing as Costco workers, and they had earpieces in, and their friends had to tell them what to say. If they didn't say it, they would lose the challenge, and they had to do something. There was, like, a repercussion to it, and they were like, hey, there was a guy with a really big mustache like Zach, and they were like, hey, call this guy Mustache, and he was like, hey, how's it going, Mustache? And the guy just took a lot of offense to it, and he kind of started calling him a clown. And so
yeah, he was like,
started joking with me and Zach.
yeah, he's like, don't call me Mustache, clown. And then I get a lot of Mario comparisons too, like Super Mario,
Jack Black.
or like on my videos, like people will comment like, "Oh man, Jack Black's really went into hard times."
The Tenacious D run is when it's course, and now he's dropping stuff on his balls. But yeah, what the hell? Have you had any, like, serious injuries?
Other than the burns recently and having to get stitches.
Yeah, and the tooth, I guess.
Other than that, I hyperextended my knee once when I was younger, getting hit by a jousting lance on an ATV because I got ran over by an ATV. And yeah, that freaking hurt because, like, my knee has never been the same ever since.
Oh.
But I mean, honestly though, but it's not like that bad. Like, it's not like freaking like affecting my life, so it's not really a big deal. At least not right now.
Oh, so I can laugh. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
And anyone, will the burns, will that leave like a permanent scar?
From what we were looking at earlier,
Yes,
yeah,
doctor.
I'm gonna have some permanent scars. Yeah. But I'm going to be able to be like the Joker and be like, want to know how I got these scars?
I wrapped myself in firecrackers and fell in the snow.
Oh, man.
So, has anyone ever missed, like, a shot, like you did, like, a stunt, and then, like, they didn't have the camera on, or they missed it?
That has happened before. I'm trying to think of, like, a really good example, though. Okay, one time we were at like it was sort of like an arcade / mini golf course / like go-kart place. So it was like this family like fun center, and it had like batting cages and stuff. So it was just like a place for people to go and have a lot of fun. But there was this huge storm, okay, and this tree fell across this river that was there. So what I did, we had the camera there because I was in the batting cages getting hit in the nuts with baseballs, and and I saw this tree across the river, and I was like, oh man, I should go over there and like nut shot on this tree and fall into the river, and like dude, I hit myself so hard in the nuts on this tree, and then fell like at least like I don't know. It was probably about a good like 7 feet into the water, and the water was really shallow. and yeah, then my friend was like, "Dude, the camera was off," and I was like, "Are you freaking serious?" and then like I've also had times when I did the ATV thing and got hit with a jousting lance and hurt my knee really bad. Like I was like in like a lot of pain and everything. And then my friend jokingly, he's like, oh man, we didn't get it. And I was like, are you fucking serious? And then he was like, no, I'm just kidding, man. And then I was like, oh my God. But usually, for the most part, we usually get everything on video for the most part. But sometimes we've had occasions where we miss stuff.
Yeah. Now I don't want to spoil. Yeah, go on.
I mean, it's bound to happen, you know.
Now, I don't want to spoil the magic, but the one video where they actually poured the shit on you, did you know that was going to happen? It was like you were like sleeping or passed out from drinking, and they came and poured stuff on your head.
Oh my gosh, that was so fucking dumb. Yeah, I was like, yeah, that video was like not one of my that wasn't one of my favorite videos because what happened was I really was passed out. I really was passed out like pretty much like drunk. And they were trying to slingshot shit at me, so I just kept on like and I kept on waking up and I was like, guys, fucking stop it, dude. Like I'm just like trying to sleep over by this tree. And then like it just got to the point where like, you know, they kept on filming it and I was like, dude, this is actually a good idea. Like and I just fucking went with it and I just kept on laying on the ground and they ended up bringing, but I didn't know they were bringing a bucket full of shit and water. I did not know that was happening. I thought I was about to get slingshotted again, so I just sort of was like pretending to be asleep at that point in time. But then they actually brought a bucket full of shit and water, and I did not know that was happening. Otherwise I would have been like, no, dude, I would not have done that. Yeah, so that actually pissed me off. Yeah, so there was some unknown factor to that, and there was a little bit of known, but mostly unknown. Yeah, I definitely did not greenlight the bucket full of watery shit.
This might be the answer to Steven from the chat room's question. Steven from Toronto, he wants to know how far is too far, in his opinion, and then has he ever gone too far?
How far is too far?
Guns?
Okay, yeah. Anything, I think any weapons? I think anything that has to do with like, because I had an acquaintance wanting to film stuff with actual guns, and like getting shot like and like say like getting grazed by actual bullets and stuff. And I was like, you know, yeah, this is like
where's
the
within the hospital for him.
Yeah, you know, this is like, you know, this is in the realm of, you know, us going, like, because, okay, say even if we did shoot that and it went well, okay, like, it worked, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's like, yeah, if, like, we can't actually show that to anyone, and secondly, it was, like, and then if it went wrong, it's freaking murder, you know?
And how do you see, like, accidental manslaughter on that?
Yeah. Regardless, it's a sticky situation.
And it's just dumb. Like, you just fire weapons at people as a joke.
Yeah, like, that's like, those are actually meant to kill you. So, yeah.
Or, I'd say, maybe removing limbs or, you know, I don't know.
Yeah.
I have to go pretty far to really break that. But we do put some thought into things before we do them, like, what injuries are possible and try to avoid getting hurt. But if getting hurt is part of it, we're not going to not do it because of that.
Yeah. I mean, but we don't go out and be like, oh yeah, we're going to break our fucking legs today or anything,
For example, there's just something in the future that I'm not going to talk about because I don't want to ruin it for anybody. But we have to take safety precautions so our legs don't get broken during the stunt because the power being pushed off by something else could shatter our kneecaps.
Yeah. But yeah.
So it has to be a little bit thought out. But
yeah.
So I don't know how to finish up that question other than just like not using weapons or things that would obviously kill us.
Yeah. And that would definitely be too far.
Yeah, I think that's probably a good way.
Samurai swords, are those all right?
I think that falls into weapons.
Oh, goddamn.
Well, I want to thank you guys for coming on tonight. By the way, what's your friend's name?
Oh, his name is Chadwick.
My name's Chadwick Frodnoa.
Thanks. Sorry I didn't ask that earlier. But I want to thank you guys for coming on. It's been a lot of fun talking to you, and I really enjoy the videos. And and stay safe. I don't want to, little burns is one thing, but I don't want to see you get any permanent injuries.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah. We're gonna be trying to stay safe and everything, and definitely.
I'm wearing a condom right now.
Well, then Zacharias is in for a good night, I assume.
Yeah. Not the night that I was hoping for, but I'll take what I can get, I guess.
Well, honestly, thanks, man. This has been a lot of fun. Zacharias Holmes, Too Stupid to Die. It's good times.
Thank you. This is Zacharias Holmes from Too Stupid to Die, and you're listening to In Your Head.